Hi friends, Maya Leela here. I just finished a breathwork session. I love breathwork, and if you haven't done breathwork, I highly recommend you play with it. It's important to find a facilitator that you connect with, that you feel safe with. But it's a fascinating process to go through and watch your body go through. But that's not what I talk about today. ADHD. I want to talk about what I've noticed moving through the collective right now and a shift that is happening for humanity around the world. Because I talk to people around the world, and obviously, the people that resonate with me, and they're my kind of people, which include magical weirdos, people who are slightly crazy in a fun, expansive way, people who are connected to spirit, listen to their inner guidance, connected to their soul, and are good-hearted. They want to help the world. They want to serve humanity. They want more joy and thriving for not only themselves but for everybody. And they value honesty and authenticity and vulnerability and intimacy. And so the thing that I'm seeing coming up in the collective is people are getting tired of surviving and just surviving. And they're getting tired of all of the stories that they've been programmed with around what they need to do to survive. Whether that is how they need to keep their mouths shut, how they need to stay small or invisible, how they need to not rock the boat or cause conflict or express their truth or their anger or their shame or their guilt, or even just doing shit they don't want to do. And most of us do shit we don't want to do in order to survive, because we have been told and we've been modeled on this planet, if you don't get a job and have money to pay for food, if you don't have money for rent and sacrifice your desires for profit and sell your soul, you will die or you will fail. If you speak your truth and you actually tell people what you feel and what you think and what you want, they will get angry at you. They will reject you. They will they will not want to talk to you anymore. All right, my throat's all dry from the breath work, and I haven't had anything to drink yet, which I probably should have thought of before I started this video. But so I'm seeing people are done with survival, with this whole lifetimes, ancestral lines of just stay safe, don't risk. You have to survive at all costs. That's the main goal, survival, period. Because when you die, that's it. You're annihilated. So survive as long as possible. That's the game. Survive as long as possible by any means needed to keep eating and keep your body running. And what I'm seeing, the shift is that people, they want to be true to themselves, to their hearts, to their souls. They want to be authentic. They want to be real. They don't want to live a fake fucking life anymore because they're terrified of death. And again, this terror of death for most of us is not actual death. It's ego death. It's if I'm real, if I'm honest, if I'm truthful, if I say no to my boss, if I say no to my partner, if I say no to my neighbor, I don't want this, I don't like this, I want something else, then I will be outcast and I will metaphorically die and starve to death. Which again, we're not really doing that in most of developed Western society. There isn't that actual threat of starvation and annihilation that we have in our cells, in our bones at this point, that we carry. This fear that rejection equals death, or somebody getting upset equals death. And this is related to childhood too. When you're a little kid, if your parent doesn't know how to hold space for your emotions, and they get pissed if you start crying and they hit you or they don't feed you that night. Like, you know, there are children who are beaten to death for crying by their parents. So I think a lot of us have still those programmings active, but we're tired of it. And I see people being drawn to the edge of their comfort zones and being willing to be visible in their truth, in their authenticity, in their radiance, in their power, in their joy, in their selfishness. You know, when someone calls you selfish, it's because you're not doing what they want you to do, which is selfish. And the highest expression of a human actually is to be higher selfish. Like, not selfish out of, like, you know, you're trying to take from other people and you're trying to hoard because you're concerned about your own survival at all costs, and you're being driven from that place of lack and scarcity and competition. I'm talking about selfishness, like, my heart is calling me to do something or to go somewhere or to change my life or to write a book or to have a child or to, you know, move to Morocco. Like, the selfishness that some people can interpret as abandonment. If you follow your dreams, if you follow your heart, if you follow your truth, and it isn't necessarily where they're comfortable, they can interpret that as abandonment, and then they get upset or they get hurt. And that's really doesn't have anything to do with you, you know? Like, humans, the highest expression of a human is that the human is their own puzzle piece, their own perfect part of the puzzle in their own very unique, specific way. So, for example, for myself, what is your highest joy? Like, what in the world brings you the most joy? It doesn't have to be logical, rational, reasonable, and it doesn't have to be something that you even do a lot. But when you felt that moment, those moments of your whole body lighting up in a big yes, and just in that, like, just pure joy. For me, it's dancing to house music. And that has been my highest joy for a good 27 years now. And we're not taught to focus on that or to value that and be like, oh, is this your highest joy? Move in that direction. Do more of that. Create more of that. Get yourself involved in the process of being a channel for that joy in whatever form it takes. And for some people, it's horses. For some people, it's sailing. For some people, it's like getting on stage and giving an inspirational speech. Like, it's going to be different for everybody. But those signals, those body signals, those joy signals, those are really fucking important. And we should be living our lives according to those signals. And most of us don't. And we're taught not to. We're taught to ignore the signals. We're taught if you follow those signals, you will die. You will starve. If you want to be an artist, nope, you're going to starve. You're going to die. Don't do that. Don't follow your joy. Don't follow your passion and your bliss. This is what we're taught. And again, people can say, yeah, follow your dreams. But then are they doing it? Or are they terrified? Are they fucking terrified in living lives that are so much smaller than their potential or than their desires or than their dreams? So let me know if you are feeling this shift collectively of people, number one, just getting sick of surviving and that being the end all be all. Like, just survive. Just get a fucking job you hate, get an apartment in a city where you know some people or your family is, and just survive. And that's enough. That's good enough. People are like, that's not fucking enough anymore. I don't want to do this game anymore. Like, this game is fucked up. And it's not creating a planet of thriving and joy and our highest potential as humans, which is for love and play and pleasure and purpose and expressing our divinity in our bodies, in the world, through our creations, through our creativity. So that's one. And then the second is that being willing to be seen and visible in your joys, in your power, in your desires, in your dreams, and in your authentic voice. Because our authentic voice, however that expresses, whether it's speaking or writing or music or some kind of work or play that you love to do, that authentic voice is our gift to the world, is our highest expression, is what we're here to make visible. Like, you are in a physical body to be visible to other people with eyeballs who are like looking around